Hey you guys, and welcome back to my channel. So in this video I'm going to show you how I transform my mannequin. So if you're interested in that, make sure you guys stay tuned. So I started off using these makeup removing wipes and they really didn't work that well for me, but I still kept trying to use them. And I'm just basically wiping off all of the old makeup. So if you're somebody that applies makeup to your mannequin often, like myself, what you will find out is that because it's not skin and it doesn't absorb, the products do not absorb, it'll sometimes be a little bit tricky to get it off, but just keep rubbing it down and keep on going and you'll definitely get it off. But if you're going to be doing this like for your wig business, just a heads up, it gets stuck on there. So I went back with a disinfectant wipe. So after cleaning it for only 1,000 years, I finally got all of the product off of the mannequin. Now I'm using the Too Faced Born This Way in the color Chestnut, and that will be the foundation that I'll be using. So my favorite things to use when I'm putting makeup onto my mannequin would be the beauty blender, and I like to use that because the surface of the mannequin is not like skin, it's non-porous, so the products usually just sit on the mannequin, and the beauty blender helps me to apply it really smoothly. So after I use the beauty blender, I'll go over it with the makeup brush, and the makeup brush helps to make sure there aren't any harsh lines, but I like using the beauty blender first and then using the makeup brush. So once I apply the foundation, I move as quickly as I possibly can because the foundation will begin to dry, and once it dries, it's really hard to distribute it onto the rest of the mannequin. So for example, if I put a little dot on the forehead and it starts to dry, it'll be hard to spread it and blend it out. So just make sure you're watching your speed. So if you are a wig maker like myself, applying makeup to the mannequin really just transforms the whole look when you are selling your wigs. It definitely makes a difference. So I'm about to scalp your edges with this new tip, honey. When you are doing the eyebrows on your mannequin, I was using a pomade, but sometimes it was just not coming out as smooth, and I actually used some Black Radiance lipstick to apply the eyebrows. I forgot what color it is, but it's like I thought it was black or like a deep brown, but as I apply it onto the eyebrows, I see it's like a plum color. But yes, I love it because you don't spend a lot of time putting the brows on. It glides onto the mannequin really quickly, and it allows you to move a lot faster. Right here, I'm just using concealer that's a few shades lighter than the foundation that I put on the Mannequin, and I'm just going underneath the eyebrow, making sure everything is smooth. Now I'm blending down, going in a downward motion, just bringing the concealer onto the eyelid of the Mannequin. Okay, so now I'm going to use this black eyeshadow from the Too Faced Chocolate Gold palette. So now I'm using this peach and this plum color from my Morphe palette, and I'm using that to blend out that black eyeshadow. Now we're using the e.l.f. eyeshadow primer, and it's going to help us to get that cut crease look. The Mannequin doesn't have a huge or large eyelid, but the way they have it shaped, and once you're finished, you'll see that even though it doesn't have a large eyelid, the look still comes completely together. So once again, I'm using the Too Faced palette in the color Chocolate Gold, and I'm just going to take that and place it everywhere where I use the eyeshadow primer. Okay, you guys, so from this angle, it looks like a nice and gorgeous cut crease. The Mannequin doesn't have large eyelids, but it still came together flawlessly. Okay, you guys, so now I am trying to do this winged eyeliner. And you just want, for me, I just had to take my time because these winged this winged eyeliner, it's not really my ministry. I just do it, I pull it off, but it's not really my ministry. I try to stick to my ministry, and honey, this ain't really a part of it. I just do it. As you can see, this is what I'm talking about right here, where I messed up. It's not my ministry, but we gonna get it together. We gonna pull it together. Okay, you guys, so I did not edit this part out because I want you all to see that sometimes mistakes do happen and you can correct them. So what I did was I forgot what color eyeshadow, and I just went over the little mistake that I made, and I just kept going over it until you can no longer see it. And I wasn't going to take a wipe and completely wipe it off. I was just going to blend it out a little bit and then try it again. Okay, so now we're taking the concealer that we use underneath the eyebrows, and we're going to highlight underneath the eyes, the bridge of the nose, the forehead, and the chin. And we're going to take a beauty blender and just lightly blend it in. Keep in mind that now we have multiple layers of product, so you just want to make sure everything is blending correctly, and you want to make sure that you are moving quickly because it will start to dry up, and you don't want it to just be dried up and it's not completely blended. I'm also making sure that I am not causing any fine lines. That's why you see me going back and brushing it out with a softer, fluffier brush, because we don't want any harsh lines. So now we're going to use the Airspun translucent powder, and I'm going to take that everywhere I highlighted, and I'm going to allow that to sit there for a few minutes. So I'm using the Black Radiance medium to dark, and I'm using the sculpt part of the palette. And actually I actually prefer to use cream concealer because it glides more. And I use this is a powdery substance, and what I did not like about it is that it got stuck. So I was sitting up here trying to blend this stuff out. As you can see, honey, it is not going anywhere at all. So I kind of got frustrated right there, but I kept going. So on this side of the mannequin, I actually used a lighter hand when applying that contour powder, and I like the outcome a lot better than on the other side. So I'm finishing out that contour process by using the same highlighter that the same concealer that I just used, and I'm finishing out the highlighting process using that. So now I'm taking this brown eyeshadow, going against the lower lash line, giving it a smoky look. Okay, so I took a wipe and I had to wipe this side off because just looking at the way the contour was just getting caked up there, I couldn't take it no more. So I wiped it off, I reapplied the foundation, and I'm just going to give this another go. Okay, so now I'm applying the lashes using the Super Stronghold 3D eyelash by I Envy, and I love it because it's extremely sticky and tacky, and sometimes it can be hard to put lashes on these mannequins, but just keep applying them. You might want to use tweezers, but I pretty much can get them on there using this glue because it's extremely sticky, and I didn't really have an issue getting these lashes on there. Next, I'm going to use this dark lipstick by Ruby Kisses, and it's called Sippin' Wine. So I'm going to just blot that all over the lip, and then I'm going to use this other lipstick by Black Radiance, the one that I use on the brows. And then I'm going to go in with some black eyeshadow to kind of give it a really deep, dark look. So sometimes I'll use foundation on the lips, and then I'll use like a pinkish nude lip color to do an ombre look. But For this look, I think I should have used some powder or foundation to kind of allow the lips to absorb just a tad bit. Even though it doesn't absorb, this lipstick was very liquidy and oily, and I did run into some trouble trying to get it to have the look that I was going for, maybe because it's not extremely mattifying, but I still like the end result overall. Okay, you guys, so I'm so excited to announce my new website with my wigs on there. The link will be in the description, so if you want to visit or check it out, please make sure you check the description box. Now you can apply concealer around the lips, and this is the full tutorial, so please let me know what you think in the comments below. If you like this video, don't forget to thumbs up and subscribe, and as always, I will see you in the next video.